Hello everyone and welcome to mission 3 of the MAD campaign for the Apache in DCS World, this one called Sandstorm. And the good news is this one is a much more interesting one than the previous outing. We actually do see some action here. So the briefing in this one is that a terrorist attack has been carried out within the United Arab Emirates, and the perpetrators have been identified as operating around the Oman border, and so what we are being sent off on is a mission to head towards the border, see if we can find any armed units, and take them out as a reprisal before they can do any further damage. So quite simple premise, so let's jump in.
Today we'll have a good practice of using IHADs. If you have to use your gun, I would love to have a go at it. Would you mind? She's all yours, Captain. So want to fly and to shoot. Super. It will be like watching a movie for me. I miss having some popcorn. Asadin, Group Saber 3, working as per instructions.
Saber 3-2, good luck.
3-2, 3-1. Check comms with Sena on FM1. Sena, Saber 3-2, checking signal. We are on checkpoint Alpha.
Saber 3-2, I have satisfactory communication. Report when on checkpoint Bravo.
Sena, we'll go. Report at Bravo, Saber 3-2.
We found them. Attention. Saber 3-2, attention. 3 Humvees, 3. I say again, look at the headquarters building. We've got one of them pinned down. Our Humvees are desert brown. The enemies are bright green.
Pausing gun. Pausing Hellfire.
3-2. Carry on searching in the direction of the border to the northeast along the shore. Your reference is the Almatis Road and Highway F11.
Copy and continue looking for the enemy.
Try to stop them, but if it does not work out, fire for effect.
3-2, we'll go.
Deslaving.
Dodge 401, stand by for orders. We are trying to get information from the... station.
Alsana is out of FM communication, and they have received coordinates of the subversive group. Dodge 4-1 and Saber 3-2. Prepare to go beyond the red line.
I found them. 3 green Humvees driving at high speed. Great.
And slaving. I'm deslaved. Slaving.
Captain, we can work our targets. My gun. Roger, your gun.
So a little bit annoyingly here, we are meant to be hunting for Humvees. We're really not given much of an indication of where they are. I am just assuming they're on the main road, but there are loads of roads around here. Your CPG does say that he sees them when you get close, which is nice, but he gives no indication of where they are, so I am still desperately hunting for a convoy of 3 Humvees moving at high speed is the only details that I have to go on. So I've been searching up and down for quite a while. We're not really given an indication of where these Humvees are. CPG does tell us that we're in visual range, but doesn't really give an indication of where they are. I'm assuming that they're along this road, so I've been following it. Do see 3 vehicles that look similar, so do slew over to it. And CPG does confirm that, yep, these are the hostiles, and moments later they start to shoot back. So yeah, these are what we're looking for. Now in the beginning bit it did have the pilot say that he wanted to take control of the gun. I could certainly use some practice with the gun, so I do select it manually here, just trying to fire it. My bore sight's ever so slightly off, but I do adapt for that quite easily here. Just have to aim a little bit off. and do splash all 3 Humvees without hitting a civilian vehicle, so I'd call that a pretty good win there.
What about our orders, Select? Waiting to receive coordinates from Afsani or Asadun. Heading to the border, Captain.
So with those down, it's now time to head towards the border and wait for coordinates for the main group that we're supposed to be striking.
Towards the border.
Saber 3-2, Dodge 4-1. Prepare to receive coordinates for checkpoint Echo.
Ready for coordinates, 3-2.
Checkpoint Echo. ID. Tango. Golf. Free. Echo. Charlie. Hotel. DP 1258 8843. DP 1258
Missile load blowout.
8843.
So I plug all those in, do make a couple of mistakes while entering it, but in the end manage to enter them without too much issue, and then just start heading towards this new point. We are told to head in from the direction of the sea, so I do turn out towards sea a little bit here.
Saber 3-2, your task is to recon the target approaching from the sea. This is possibly a defense post for intruders. Possible SAMs in the area.
3-2, roger.
Dodge 4-1, your task is to stand by for orders on checkpoint Delta. As soon as Saber...
Now my wingman is supposed to have broken off by now because he's technically RAF and so shouldn't really be taking part in the combat. But I think just a trigger doesn't quite fire here, so he does stick around with me. Doesn't really change anything other than a little bit of a motion loss every time I look over my shoulder and see the guy is not supposed to be there. Either way, we make our way over so that we get within range, nicely out at sea, so we've got a nice field of view over the target.
And slaving.
Approaching our target, Captain. What can you see? I have in sight a column of Humvees, several Tigers, and 2 tanks. And there is bloody anti-aircraft defense, Captain. 2 or 3 to list us. Prepare the Hellfires. Asadun, Saber 3-2. I have in sight an enemy's column of Humvees, Tigers, and 2 tanks covered by 2 SA-19s.
Saber, don't come any closer. You must not be seen by any civilians. Dodge 4-1 and Saber 3-2. The task is to focus on the column and clear all targets.
3-2, roger.
So we have an F-16 in support whose job is to take out the air defense round here, so we just hold our distance, do line up some targets just in case we need to go in a little bit quicker, but the F-16 fires off a whole load of Mavericks, and eventually they come in and just wipe out pretty much everything there.
Lasers off.
The SA-19 is down. The T-72 is on fire and smoking. Tanks are destroyed.
So with the air defense down, it is now my turn to just go in and finish them off, so try and get luck. Really can't see with the poor visibility. It's supposed to be a sandstorm. DCS doesn't really do sandstorms very well, but you can see there's clearly low visibility. So it does take a few tries with me sort of randomly guessing where to point George at, but he does in the end manage to get something. And I tell him to engage, he does what he does well and fires off a Hellfire. And before very long,
Lasers off. Good vex, good vex.
and mostly I see the flash of that thing going up, so I know where the convoy has moved to, so I can more easily point him towards the next target.
Slaving.
Once again, as soon as it pops up with APCs, I know these are all hostile here, so just freely engage from there. And just keep approaching, because it really doesn't take long, and do get a nice view on the little CPG screen of a nice shack there. And then just need to repeat this a few times, quite a few APCs in the convoy, so just keep pointing, engaging and shooting. Each time one goes down it does give a nice flash and a nice smoke column so I can see how the convoy is doing. And that was all I had to do there, is take out that last one. There are still hostiles in the convoy, so I decided, well, they are hostile vehicles, so may as well finish it off, even though it's given me permission to finish at this point. May as well get the rest of the convoy here. I think the mandatory targets were just the Humvees, but there are these couple of supply trucks that may as well round off. And so, one more. Certainly could have used guns, but we've got 16 of these Hellfires, so more than enough. And there is a completely wiped out convoy. Mission complete, just time to RTB.
Good job, Select. I'm setting waypoint 1. We are going home. Hey, I wanted to watch a movie, not to be in it. Stop grumbling. Better stay focused. 3231, are you there? 32. Well done, Captain. Congratulations. Thanks, Riley. That's our training. Right on, man. It certainly is. We are going home. Are you with us? I'll be patrolling the area for another hour. Don't relax too much. There is some serious work ahead of us tonight. What kind of work, 3-1? We'll talk about this later, 3-2. Out. Asado, Saber 3-2 approaching, requesting landing.
Saber 3-2, clear to land. QFE 28.22. Wind 160 at 17. Land to runway 16, parking 18.
Asado, Saber 3-2, confirm setting QFE, cleared to land at runway 16, then taxi to parking 18.
So yeah, there I just wrap up what we're doing, head back to base, do opt for a rolling landing here because the wind is quite high, it's not exactly the best conditions, and gives me some practice doing a rolling landing as opposed to a hover that I've been doing previously, so that is all good. And yeah, so mission complete. Was quite a fun mission, quite quick mission, but quite fun. All in all, we managed to get those 3 jeeps in the initial strike, and then in the follow-up I got a total of 5 vehicles there. Most of that second convoy was taken out by the F-16. He fired all 6 of his Mavericks, took out 6 targets, including the tanks, the air defence. Really wasn't too much left for me to nip into and get at the end there. But still, good mission, nice, quick, simple one, very straightforward, just to get you back in the groove there. And so yeah, I had fun. The chase was particularly fun once I did locate where those vehicles were. It was fun chasing them down low level using the pilot-mounted gun to finish them off. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that and hope you will join me for next one. Until then, remember to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers.